All righty then. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, to another roundtable, the last roundtable of May. Super, super exciting. We're already moving into June, and Caleb and I were just talking about how quickly May has just flown by. Like, I can't even believe it's already June, and kids are getting out of school or they're already out of school. So lots and lots of school events and things like that. So I know it's really, really busy. But I did want to bring up that right after this, there is a webinar, really cool webinar with someone who is really big in the industry, and he'll be on to share his wisdom here right after this roundtable. So please stick around if you have a chance. And then the other thing I wanted to plug here is there is a workshop on June 12th in Chicago, where you get to meet Tariq and another seven-figure business owner who's going to share all that wisdom in person, which is really exciting. So if you're interested in that, if you want to go ahead and put your information or your name in the chat, then I'll make sure that you get a link so that way you can sign up. Super cool. Yes, you can just stay in this one right here. Makes it really easy. We just go on to the next person. So pretty awesome. So, and I'll remind us at the very end as well so that we can stick around. Awesome. So let's get started with our topic today, which is how do we stay motivated when we're right in the middle of the busy season? Some of us have already been working for the past, forever. Some of us are just ramping up into our season. So I want to know how you stay with it, right? Especially when things are really, really busy. So thoughts on how you keep yourself motivated when you've already done all that loading and unloading. And it looks like Zoelle has maybe a thought to start us off here. And like, you're so busy, your phones are ringing off the hooks that bounce my house. Like, how do you get yourself to keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's gonna say the money, right? So definitely the money definitely helps bring that motivation in. But honestly, for me, if you guys don't know, I'm the office manager at Bounce My House. So, on a day-to-day basis, when I'm going through the text nonstop and the phone calls nonstop, and we run into little hiccups. Honestly, a big thing that keeps me motivated is the customer engagement that I have with people. I thoroughly enjoy it on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, you're going to deal with your bad apples here and there, but overall, I thoroughly enjoy communicating with the customer. They usually have a great attitude over the phone. They're super excited. So money and then talking to the customers.
Love it. That's great. What an awesome motivation. I think customers can kind of like you remember the negatives, right? More than the positives for some reason. Like that happens a lot where but it's so important when you do get those 5-star reviews or you get that one person who just says, I don't know, thank you. It's really nice to keep you motivated. What do you think, Michael? What keeps you motivated when you're like super busy and you just can't go anymore? How do you stay motivated?
Uh, we've it gets hard. I will say that, especially in the heart of the summer. It's 100 degrees out there. The days just seem longer and longer every day. But for sure, the money. Uh, and for me in particular, I definitely like being behind the wheel still. I actually like the interaction with the customers, getting the great reviews, providing great customer service. So that's kind of one of my hardest parts of giving up, moving more into like the owner role compared to owner operator. It's just one of those things, but I really enjoy that. Even after a long day, just being able to say like, okay, cool, we've seen so many happy kids, things of that nature, and physically be able to see it and be able to talk to the parents on pickups like, oh, it was so great, they enjoyed it so much, it was it made the whole party, things of that nature.
I love it. That is awesome. And I love the fact that you brought up like the role that you play in your business, Michael. So the fact that this is something that you own and you can grow and you love. And even when you're like so tired, you couldn't roll up one more slide, seriously, one more thing. Then you can always, you can think about all the children that you've made so happy. So that's really awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Um, let's see. Anybody else? Let's see. Kelly. Oh, you're a new company, so we need to keep working. Okay. New company, so you need to keep working your butts off. So yeah, so I bet that's exactly what you're doing is working so hard. So I think it's good to take a moment just to reflect and be like, okay, why am I doing this? Like, what is my purpose? And it could be the money, it could be the customers, could be the kids. Sorry, having a night apparently. What about you, Fernando? What about you? Mic isn't working. So in one word, what motivates you? You can put it in the chat, Fernando. That's fine. Money. There we go. The money. I like it. Okay. So money is the huge motivator. Love it. Love it. That's excellent. Awesome. What about you, Queda? I know you're super, super busy. I love that you post your bookings on Facebook. That's really cool. So we get to see how busy you are.
Listen, I got even more busy after I posted that. Listen, the season started right around Easter, as usual. And it really picked up in May. Listen, I feel like I done already worked the whole summer. You hear me? Today is my first off day. And yes, I was so looking forward to it. I was like, Lord Jesus, just help me get through these last few days. I just need to get through these last few. But the smiles on the kids' faces, the happiness in their eyes, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. And the parents, yeah, they be, oh yeah, the party was a success. Oh, you guys brung it. It was so nice. But the kids, it's the kids for me. The parents could say what they want, but the kids, they gonna show you that emotion, and it'd be so heartbreaking when you go back to pick it up and they be like, why you gotta take it? I be like, cause your mama won't pay extra money to keep it. She can keep it if she wants to. She just gotta pay like an extra $150 and then she can keep it till tomorrow. But yeah, the kids are what keeps me motivated and keeps me going. And it's definitely a blessing to be able to see the smiles on their faces every weekend.
That is so awesome. I love it. I've literally never seen an industry like as awesome as the one that you guys are in. The fact that you can bring such joy to kids. Like I was an English teacher, so joy was not like the first thing that it took a while
Right.
right English. But definitely it was totally worth it. It was worth every single second of the hard work and the suffering sometimes and waiting for that one break to hit.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I applaud you. I commend you because baby, I cannot work with kids all day, every day. I cannot do that. Now I could drop off these bounce houses and make sure they enjoy themselves, but I'm leaving the party. I'll be back when it's time to pick it up. But for me to have to stay there and no, I would not do this job at that point. Mm-mm.
Absolutely. And you multiply it by like 30, and then you've got a classroom every day, 8 hours a day.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. I quit.
Quit. It's over.
Over.
You know what? I would definitely no. All the work that you do, I can't even, that's the opposite, right? Of like all the working with the kids all the time, but the fact that you and everyone like roll and have to figure out all the logistics, the driving, the picking up, the taking down, everything, like that's amazing. So no, I can't.
Yes, but listen, I had a woman. We had a water slide this weekend. Oh my God, it was so miserable. We tried to lift it. We were trying to put it on. I got the electric dolly with the winch, and we had the winch to help us pull it up and got it on. But when it came to trying to push it to make the hand truck fall on the back two wheels, we couldn't do it. So we had to have somebody come help. So somebody came to help. I said, listen, all I need you to do is pull the hand truck down. The hand truck wouldn't stay down. We had to literally hold the hand truck down while trying to push the button and we had to put a child on top to try to sit there. It was a nightmare. And we had these two women recording us the whole time. And it took everything in me not to go off because the adults can be cruel. See, the kids, they weren't even thinking about it, you know, but the adults, like, why would you sit there and record a struggle like this? Like, what sense would that make at all? Like, what, you think you're gonna get a joke out of it or something? Like, this is hard work. Yeah, it really, yeah, that right there really pissed me off.
Absolutely. I would be like, so I would love it if you guys had an extra pair of hands. You could just, come on over here and help me lift
She
this.
didn't even need an extra pair of hands. That big ass could have just came and sat on the hand truck and it would have stayed down.
Got my ass on
Absolutely.
that shit.
She was bigger than you.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what, Quita, if that video ever shows up, I will be sure and comment like, she's got the best bounce house. Let's give her all the props. Like, look at that. Look at her. All
Oh,
that
no, I
work
told
she's
her,
putting
I
in.
told the person who had the party, I said, listen, if I ever see this on social media, any video of me on your friends, people's social media account, then I'm gonna have my lawyer reach out. Because why I'm trying to figure out why is she there recording us. Like, there's no point in you recording me. If you wanna record something funny, look at your face. I'm not that nice, so I'm not that nice. I'm not that nice.
I was gonna say that's gonna end up on cops for sure. There was gonna be some fighting. Oh no. Yeah. We need to do an episode on things you shouldn't do. Like, what shouldn't you do when a customer does this? Because I want to hear all the things that go through your mind when the customer does that. You don't do that, right? Because we want to keep those relationships going, but I want to know like what are the things that people really think about when they do that. So, 'cause that's
I don't know, because I don't have that mindset. I have the mindset of I'm a business owner, yes, but I'm also a person. I'm a human being just like you're a human being. So don't do what you don't want me to do to you. I don't tolerate disrespect. You're not going to treat me any kind of way. You're not going to talk to me. I don't care what kind of business owner I am. You're going to treat me with respect. I don't have to service you just like you don't have to choose my business to service you. So we are equal in this. You can say, oh, well, I don't want to work with you. You have a nasty attitude. Well, I don't want to work with you. You have a nasty attitude. So I feel like we're all equal when it comes down to this business. It's not, oh, I'm above you. I have this business. No, like, I have to do what you say because you're the customer. No, you're not always right. Sometimes you're wrong, just like sometimes I'm wrong, So, each situation grants a different outcome. And I'm quick to put somebody on the do not rent list because, baby, I feel like people think that because I get a lot of my friends that be like, okay, well, you're a business owner, so you have to always hold your composure. Yes, it's always a way to handle every situation. You can be very polite about the situation, but you also let them know, like, I'm not her, she's not me, and we're not gonna do this. So I'm very big on that. I had an older woman who was talking to me in account. She was just being so rude and hostile, and I was just like, hold on, man, listen. I'm a person just like you're a person. I don't have to leave my equipment here. I can roll it back up and take it with me now. Either you're going to get respectful or I'm going to take my stuff back. Now, which one are we going to do? And she was like, well, I apologize. I ain't had my coffee. I ain't had no coffee either. That didn't give me the right to talk to you any kind of way. Now, did it? And she politely apologized and everything went back to normal. I was like, okay, now we can handle this differently. Let's go ahead and handle it, and we resolved the situation. She ended up leaving a tip. But sometimes you have to let people know, like, I'm not a child. I'm an adult. I'm a business owner. You're a customer. But are you my customer? That's the better question. Are you my customer? I might not be the business for you, but are you the customer for me? That's what you have to ask yourself. Oh, can we get our crew? Don't you say I'm in the meeting and I'm talking. Good.
Oh man, when Quita was saying that, I literally was like, "Yeah, I'm your customer. Yeah, please, I'm so sorry." Like, I felt like I wanted to apologize. I'm not in the situation, so I definitely I feel like that's really great, like empowering. I think because it's really hard when, especially if you're motivated by, like we need that money. We need the money, but there's also that respect. And it's not fair, like to be mistreated or disrespected by someone just because they think, I don't know why, right? We didn't have our
But
copy.
people are like that when it comes down to any job.
Yeah,
Any job, like businesses, when you have a job, when you work a 9 to 5 or any job you work, people feel like they can talk to you in any kind of way because you need the money. You need the job. You gotta have this job. Like, and it's like, no, I don't. We all have a choice. The same way you needed to hire me because you needed somebody, I needed the job. So we need each other.
right.
So if in order for us to actually use each other, then we need to be respectful of each other, respectful of each other's time, and everything else. So, you have to look at that at any job that you have. A respect. If you don't allow people to if you don't make people respect you from the jump, then they're never going to respect you. And that's with any job you have. You can't allow anybody to treat you any kind of way. The customers sometimes are right, they sometimes are wrong. And that customer that I had was wrong when she had us set up that water slide the opposite way. And we should have listened to our first instinct. And we didn't. And set it up the way she wanted us to set it up just because we were trying to make her happy. And we ended up paying for it in the end. Just by having to deal with a waterlogged unit, So it's all about perspective. You have to put yourself in a category of, I am a person. So I deserve respect at all times. No matter what you're doing in your life, I deserve respect. And that's as an adult, as a child, as a person, period. I teach my kids that. People don't allow nobody to disrespect you. You earn respect from the get-go, and they'll always respect you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Queda, for sharing that. Cause I appreciate the fact that you're bringing up respect and that, staying motivated, whereas, you want to make sure that you stay respected as well. Like, it's not like I'm going to be walked all over and then I'm going to, and then I'm going to want to continue on, right? I want to find empowerment and I want to empower the people around me. So that's really, really awesome. So I'd love to talk more, about that respect, but also motivation. So I did open up a breakout room. If you're interested in talking about more like if you want to, it's not really complaining, really. It's like horror stories, maybe if you want to share some stories, and you want to move away from motivation, like that's where I'm at right now, is finding that motivation. But if you want to chat just in general, I opened up a room, and I think if you're more than welcome to hop over there if you want to jump in with some people to talk more about. I don't know if you want to swap horror stories or whatever you want. I don't know, Caleb. How is it in the breakout room? You've been in the breakout room before.
Uh, it's cool. So we did it last time, and it was with Stacy. By the way, she says hi, everyone. She can't be on tonight, but yeah, breakout rooms are pretty cool. As long as you have a topic in mind and it doesn't become just of everything. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to leave it there just in case. You're more than welcome to hop in or out. That's up to you if you want to hop in with somebody. But again, I'm hoping that we're learning a lot from each other and that we can apply these things moving forward. So that's kind of where we're at here, is doing that. So how about Shannen just joined us? So Shannen, what about you? What keeps you motivated when you're like dead tired and you can't go anymore? Like, how do you stay motivated?
The family. This is our business. This is it. If we want it to succeed, we just got to keep going. We work our butts off for other people. Why not do it for our family? We want to pass it on to the kids. So that's what my motivation is.
I love that. What an awesome motivation to go into a business that's all about children helping other people, but look at the growth within our own families when we are working and doing all these things for others. So what an exciting way to find a way to move forward. And like when you can't do anything anymore, that dolly just looks intimidating. Like I can't do one more one more delivery. Then you've got your family that you can rely on. That's really great. Thank you. Love it. All right. And we have Tariq here as well. So Zoelle from Bounce My House and Tariq. So we're talking about motivation and what keeps you going. So Tariq, if you'd like to weigh in, I'll give you the floor.
I'm just here to listen, but so you caught me off guard. What keeps me going? Motivation. In like the bounce house business.
Yep.
Honestly, I want to quit after every year. I'm like, that's it. We're selling. The end of every season, I'm like, we're not doing this again. That's it. We're gonna put it up for sale. But come the once the new year starts. I don't know, man. I really think just the challenge, just like beating last year's numbers, getting more reviews, just getting bigger and bigger in the community. Everything like it was just mentioned. Family, our customers love us. You know, we tried to sell at one point, and the community went crazy. Like, no, how could you sell? Just hearing all those things, and it just it's just a really awesome business to be in. I was just talking to somebody earlier. You know, no other business can you sell the same thing over and over and over without having to buy it over again. Like if you're selling, I don't know, you know, construction equipment, you have to keep restocking. In our industry, we sell something and then we get to sell it again and again and again. We don't have to buy more of it, right? People are selling food, clothes, all that. This is such a great industry to be in. It's very hard to find another business where they could be so profitable, so easy. So I think we take for granted when we that's I guess that's just being grateful for this industry, for this gem that we found, because a lot of other industries are much harder labor, much less profit, and just more costly overall. And we have this like diamond in the rough that a lot of people don't know about. I think if it was more widespread about how great this industry is and how great this business is, it would be much more oversaturated. But I think we're still kind of one of the few industries left that are not oversaturated just because everybody jumped in on it. So let's keep it that way. Don't tell your friends. So that's it.
Love it. Thank you so much, Tariq, for sharing. So I really like that he brought up beating last year's numbers, and that this business can be a challenge, and I love that. It's almost like a game. It is serious. It is a business, but setting goals and then being able to achieve those goals, leveling up as you move forward. I think that's a really great way to look at it, and I think that's something that I would love to know more about, everyone's goals and how they're going to get to those goals. And if you don't, maybe this is a great time to reflect on that. Like, what are my sales goals? What do I want to do?
I'm gonna volunteer Zoelle to lead that roundtable, because Zoelle and I meet every single week and we talk about where we're at and our goal for the following week. We don't do monthly or quarterly numbers, we do weekly. Every week we look at how many reviews we got, how much sales, how much money, all that. And that's how we do goal setting for the next week. But she kills it almost every single week because of that, because we're able to look at it. We do a temperature check every week. So it was Zoelle. She'll show you guys how we do that. It'd be pretty cool, I think, to kind of show you guys how we look at our numbers. We use a software for it, but you can even use a spreadsheet. I think that's really cool. Great topic.
Love it. So let it be written. So let it be done. Love it.
This is why I don't come on here, because I just talk over Amanda. Go ahead, Amanda. I'm just gonna mute my
No, it's good. This is a free flow today, so we're just going with the flow here. I think Krissy, I don't know if I've seen you here before. Welcome, Krissy. If you want to unmute your mic and introduce yourself, and then I'd love to hear about what keeps you motivated.
Hi, how y'all doing? So I guess I'm just, what keeps me motivated is not like never wanting to give up on anything, and so that's just my motivation. Just see it out, just see it throughout, see where it takes you. I'm kind of new. I still haven't just fully got out there yet. I'm trying to see what tips and stuff I could get to try to bring in more clientele.
I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Krissy. Like, we love people who, want to take the leap, people who have taken the leap and have done their business for a while, and like everything in between. So it's super exciting that you're doing your research and you're finding out from other business owners. That's really great. And our Tuesday nights are really a great way to like learn a little bit more about people's struggles and what people are succeeding with. So that's awesome. And I love the never wanting to give up. So I was a chess coach for a really long time, and there were two types of players, the ones that had to win and the ones that wouldn't lose, right? And so looking at two different ways here, you know, like if I'm always winning, I'm always goal setting, I'm always getting to those goals, that's really great. But on the flip side, like no matter what, your piece gets taken, something, you stumble, you fall, something goes wrong, you're not going to let that defeat you. And I think that's a really great outlook as well. So looking at it from both sides, like I'm never going to be defeated, regardless, because we always learn from the way that we fail and how we can move forward. So that's really awesome. So hopefully you get some good tips from some of the other people in here, but super, super glad to have you. All right. And let's go, Adriano. I feel like I talked to you today. I don't know. I think I heard you today in our Zoom room, our other Zoom room. But Adriano, how do you stay motivated? What do you do? What keeps you going?
What keeps me motivating? Let's see here. Keep me motivated is the kids and the family, trying to push this business out there, being my first time out with this party rental business. I'm trying to reach my goal out there, trying to get as far as Tariq gets, but with his business out there.
Hopefully farther, much farther.
I get a lot of motivation from Tariq. When I hear his speeches over there.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Come visit me in Chicago next month. Love to have
I
you.
am. Brian, I think Brendan just sent me the link. I think it's Brendan.
Boom. Yes, man. Excited to have you. We'll talk some more. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out there, go see you guys out there.
Awesome, man. We got a lot of great stuff planned.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm literally I'm super glad that Adriana wants to come to the workshop. And it's just Brandon had happened to call instead of me.
Adriano's here every week, man. I see Adriano up in here, man. This guy's learning. He's committed. Every week I see him. I don't always get to join, but I see it on Facebook. I'm like, he's here again. He's not missing a day, man. I love it.
I'm not. I'm trying. I'm trying, and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot hearing from Tariq and the other people also in the chat and the round table. So I keeping my brains open, listening to what I got to do to reach my goal.
Yeah, 100%. You learn so much just listening to other people. Honestly, just joining in. So just you jumping on and just listening. I mean, that's how I learn a lot. I paid a ton of money to go travel to conventions and stuff just to listen to other business owners. Not even people on stage, just to network. So I think this is really cool. Us networking here every single week. And man, you're here all the time. So you're gonna go big, man. You already know.
Thank you. Keep my fingers crossed.
You got this, man. You got this. Simple math.
Yes, it.
I love it. And I'm adding Tariq to our motivators, our summary for this evening. Tariq is a definite motivator. So if you've ever watched, I think one of my favorites of his is Your Website Sucks. And I know that's one of Lionel's as well. And it's just super, it's one of those things where when Queda's talking, I just want to say, yes, anything you want, I'll give it to you. Like, it's fine. Like, I feel the same way with Tariq's website.
I heard Cassandra. I was on Facebook doing so. I was like, man, she just mic drop on her customers. Like, you're not my customer.
It's so good. It's good though. I love it because I just, bounce house business owners, I don't know, like what is that reputation that they get? And I hope it's not, that people can walk all over them and disrespect them and still get, 100% service. I think, having that respect and, knowing that you're giving a service, but also that there's a customer who, customers they need you as well. I think that's important. So that's cool. Yeah. All right. I think Ashley, you just joined us. Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Hi guys, good. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. We're here for another discussion. We're talking about motivation. So, what keeps you motivated? How do you keep going?
That would be a Brian thing. Hubby keeps me going. So there's that. Not in the kids.
Oh boy, that sounds like my house right now. I can, yeah. So yeah, definitely lots of kids, lots of family motivation.
She
Yeah.
said her husband keeps her going.
And their husband, yes,
Husband,
absolutely.
husband, wife. I think a lot of us started like husband, wife. Who here is a husband, wife startup? Just curious. Me, Ashley, her partner. We got Adriano.
Yes, that's us.
There you go. At least 50% of us. Yeah, I think it's a big husband wife industry. Bouncer guy Fernando. Then Michael Green's single and ready to mingle. Or you gotta, I know I met your family, man. He's like, I started this.
I love it. And even if you're not like partners, like, but you're partners though, because they're with you, you know, through like all the pain and suffering and then all the complaining and then also the, you know, the support as well. So they're in it whether they're in it or not.
Oh,
100%.
I'm still on fire.
Alrighty. Well, I was like, unmute, mute. Okay. Really great. So just really awesome with our motivators. So I want to know some of our sales goals. So does anyone in particular have a goal that they're shooting for since June is just around the corner? Do you have a monthly goal for next month? What are the numbers that you are trying to hit for your particular business? Does anybody have a number in mind?
Or percent growth even.
Yeah, I'm an English teacher, so percentage number.
Yeah, did you say 4%, Tariq?
We wanted to 40%. We're getting there. 40% was our goal for this year. Overall. And I don't know, man. The rain, you guys know how it is. It's like when it's raining out, the phones don't ring, and when it's sunny, everybody, it's tough. But I think like when you're smaller, when you're like under 100K, from my experience, you can like double every year, or even triple sometimes, like 200-300%. But after you get to a certain point, you're lucky if you grow like 20-30% at a time. So that's kind of where we're at. We're not growing as much, but it just kind of depends. If you're much smaller, I think you should have some pretty big sales goals. You could easily beat them. And what do you guys think? How about you, Michael? I know you're a big numbers guy.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely was our case when we were a lot smaller. We were growing as far as the numbers pretty fast. But like you said, it was because we were essentially so low, for lack of better words. But now that we're up, we just kind of reach for somewhere between 30 to 50% per year, just depending on how it goes. This year, we have got rained out probably, I would say probably at least 4 of our roughly 8 weekends have been rained. Some people still kind of go through with them, but a lot of people have canceled. A lot of people. Some just, whether they're moving indoor, just don't care. Parties at the perfect time where they'll dodge the rain.
What's
some
your
people-
what's your rain policy?
Ours, we currently, we try to check in with everyone on Thursday to go over the weekend, get all the details together, collect final payments, things of that nature. And if you cancel because of rain at that point, we can either reschedule or give you the refund of the little bit of deposit you have put down.
Okay.
Outside of that, it kind of gets a little iffy. That's written in stone. That's how we do that. But now we play it by ear. If it was saying 20% chance of rain for Sunday, you decide to go through with it. Now it's Friday, Saturday morning. It's 80% chance. We'll go ahead and let you cancel.
And your
But if
refund?
it's the same, then you're just pretty much we'll just give you a rain check.
Okay. Yeah, just refunding just makes a big cash flow issue, you know?
Yes.
So we don't refund in any circumstance. We let them know like when they book. Like we could reschedule and we spin it like good news, you can reschedule and there will be no rescheduling fee. Because some of these companies out here, they'll just cancel and you don't get a refund and they don't show up and you don't even get a credit. They just
Right,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, wow, I don't know how they pulled it out. Like some of the really big companies out here, but anyways, but we found that when we've been doing this for a couple of years, where we're like, and Zoelle has the exact verbiage. Did that lady call today, Zoelle, and ask for a refund? There's a lady from over the weekend. She's like, can I get a refund? But overall, that was the only one, and we still didn't refund. Like none of them. We had a few people, and it's funny because we started. We kind of do like you, Michael. Well, when they book, we let them know. And then the Thursday, we let them know. So by the time they're thinking about canceling, it's funny, they use the same verbiage we use. They say, can I reschedule? They don't say we want to cancel or get a refund. There was one lady this week, and that was it. We had like so many that wanted, but they all said the same thing. Oh, we want to reschedule, want a rain check. They have the expectation where they're going to reschedule. Where in the past, man, people used to fight us. I'm going to leave a bad review. I'm going to this, and I'm going to dispute. We don't get those anymore. I think it's because we have so many checks, kind of like what you're doing.
Love it. I'm getting all the notes down here. So really, really great. So I think that's another good point to bring up. Like, what are the issues that you're having with your customers? Could it be taken care of if it's part of your checklist at the beginning, right? So if it's at the beginning or you're able to check in with your customers on the Thursday, like Michael does for his rain policy, like, are you able to avoid some of those common issues that you're finding with the people that you're with? So what a great idea. That's awesome. Love that. So I have Shannon's goal is 12,000 in the next month. That's really exciting. And then I really like Fernando's answer here to be the best in my area. I see we need to fix his mic. Tariq, we need to fix his mic because I want to know more about like what does that mean to be the best in the area? Is that like the best stars, the best service, like the number? I mean, what exactly does that mean to be the best in your area? I'd love to hear more about that. But I think setting goals, we have our sales goals, but also that customer service goal as well. And I think Tariq and Zoelle, they have a really cool system of having people give their team shout outs when they do deliveries. Like, I think that's really cool. I get to see some of the reviews for Bounce My House, and they're always shouting out specific people. And I think that's really neat.
We had a lady text actually over the weekend, and she said she was like frantic. Oh, what was the delivery guy's name? I gotta mention them in the review. It's like, wow, what are they doing that she feels like she feels guilty not to mention their names. So that it's working. It's been great.
So great. I love it. I love it. That's really cool. All right. Let's see. Anybody else that didn't get a chance to put their sales goals or what you're going, maybe your review goal is really cool. So I think Bounce My House is it up past 700 at this point? Fernando's got that.
Not yet.
There. We're at like 684 as of today, I
684.
think. But yeah, we do set those like weekly goals for reviews as well. So every week when we have our meeting, we'll talk about how many we think we can get within the next week, just based off of how many deliveries we did the week prior. So I think that's also really important as well.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump into a breakout room real quick here with Mark, and I'll be joining you guys in about 15 minutes. Amanda, you're gonna end this live, and then you'll start another one for me?
Yes, I will.
Perfect. All right, guys, really good hanging out with you guys. See you guys later.
Thank you for joining in.
You're welcome. Thank you. You gonna make another breakout room, or we'll just go to one?
Yeah, you can just go to one. Yeah. I
Good.
don't know what. Yeah. Let's see. We need to move you.
I'm not co-host. Can you move us maybe?
Yeah. Let me do this. Let me make you a co-host.
All right, cool. Mark, you're going to see a pop up on your screen saying, go to room 1. All right, see you guys in a bit.
Thank you. Awesome. All right. I love it. Thank you, Fernando. I got that right there. That's great. All right. All right. So you brought up something really great too, Zoelle, about like how often you have to revisit the things that keep you motivated. So when it comes to, money, family, all of those things, it's easy to forget, like in the course of day-to-day activities. So how often are we revisiting the things that are keeping us going? Like, it's easy to get caught up in the negative. So how do you keep track of those positive customer experiences or the kids' smiles? How do you capture those for those times that it's not that easy to recall those things?
Honestly, I feel like am I muted still? No, I'm not. Okay. I feel like I'm going through those experiences like daily, honestly. Like I feel like every single day that I'm in the office, I'm on the phone with a plethora of customers. And for me, because I really haven't gotten the chance to have that in-person experience too often with customers. So it really is mainly over the phone for me, unless there's a customer pickup. But um for the most part, it's daily. It's that daily um, super positive interaction with customers. Are usually super pleased with, not to toot my own horn, but with the customer service that I provide and the friendliness that I provide over the phone and the accommodations we provide, things like that. So for me, that positive customer interaction is daily for me. That daily reminder to keep going. But also what's really cool too. So right now it's me in the office and then obviously Tariq and Jamila, but then occasionally I have an assistant as well helping me on the back end when things are getting really swamped throughout the week. And so we actually have a big whiteboard and there is my name and the assistant's name. And then we're tracking daily how many sales we're getting, what that amount is, if we met our weekly goal. And so seeing that physical chart in front of my face that shows me this is your goal daily, this is your goal weekly, and then I get to see the amount of money that I've accumulated. I already know what my commission take from that is. So physically seeing that goal and how much I'm making, how much the company is making for me, again, that's a daily thing. And it's a big motivator, but it's also a good reminder to physically see that right in front of my face every day I walk in, every day I walk out.
Excellent. I love it. Anybody else willing to share? I think that's really great. My message got way too long in the chat. So if you're wondering my notes that I'm furiously, I was like, why don't you, I always I'm very studious. I keep notes on what you guys say because you have a lot of great wisdom to share. But I thought, you know what? Let me just share with everybody so you guys can see what everyone is saying and kind of capture that a little bit like I do. But yeah, so how do you keep reminding yourself to stay focused and motivated? Daily reminder, positive interaction with customers, and then a whiteboard. And I would love to have that whiteboard where you can daily see your goals weekly. And then it's really clear. So that $12,000, like chipping away, I've got my little thermometer on the wall and I'm getting to 12,000, slowly but surely. And the best in your area, like, how many reviews is that? How many customers helped is that, right? So just one thing at a time, I think is really helpful too. That's really awesome. Yay. Okay. Anybody else? How you keep those goals focused? Anybody want to share their thoughts on that? Alrighty. I don't know. I was psyched out by Michael. It looks like he's typing, but then I wasn't sure. So it's very focused. All right. So getting a few more people in here. That's great. Super awesome. So I think besides the goals that we have, also the people that we count on, as the people that we're with, like that we can count on for a positive word or positive interaction. And I just wanted to specifically shout out Stacy Chase in the industry. She's such a titan of industry, and I just want to say like how awesome it is that she's so willing to share, to help people out on Facebook. She comments, I can message her any time of day, um, and just say, hey, can you help this person? And she like bends over backwards to help people in the community. So she's the person that I really rely on in the industry, who I can really count on to help others and to be positive. That's great. And then in my own life, definitely Brandon, who some of you know from trainings and all of that. He's really awesome. What is it? What is their nickname? What is Chris's nickname for you?
Tank top.
Tank top. That's his nickname, Tank top. So when the day is really rough, or it's been really long, then just having that funny moment with a significant other can be the difference between, like being able to wrap up the day as a positive, as a win, and not. And then in the end, whether it's money, family, your significant other, or meeting the next challenge, like you can review that, you can reflect on that and take a minute and just say like, this is what I'm here for, and I'm going to keep working and doing that every single day, right? So that's something else. So I know Caesar and Colleen, welcome. Or Cesar, sorry. Cesar. There we go. We're talking about motivation, and we're just wrapping up here. And we've got about 10 minutes until the webinar with our other titan of industry who's willing to share a lot of wisdom. So Colleen and Cesar, would you like to share what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going when times are tough?
Yeah, sure. Hi everybody. This is my first time on an Event Hawk thing. I am it's Colleen. I'm in here in part to support Mark's leader, who is coming on later. And yeah, being part of an organization like ours is what keeps me motivated when times are tough, because they have a history, right? And so we can look back 10, 20, 30 years older than me, but and see that even though times are tough, they will always get better. And if you stick with it and you stay with it and you put in the work, you will get the payoff.
How well said, Colleen. Very well said. I love it. Being a part of something bigger than yourself, whether it's an organization like Tent and Table, whether it's Bounce My House, whether it's Porta Party, whether it's the bouncer guy and their team, Adriano's team. Being part of something bigger than yourself is really, really exciting. And then also when you build that 10, 20, 30 years, imagine, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, where you see yourself in your business. I think looking forward, and saying, okay, that's where I see myself. I want to be working on my business, not just in it, but on it. I want to be an owner that other owners go to for questions, like John Alorio, who's not with us tonight, but he's a wealth of information. He's been in the industry for, I want to say like, he's told me it's like 50 plus years. So having that experience and being able to look back on that and be proud of all the accomplishments that you've had, it's really great. And then, yeah, I think Colleen brings up another point, like when times are really tough, things have been going really well, and then you hit a patch, your season doesn't go as well as you thought, or something like that, then things are always going to get better. And I think having that outlook is awesome. Cesar, how about you? Would you like to share what keeps you motivated?
Yeah, sure. I've been in the industry for about my 5th year now, and growing every year is very motivating. There's a lot of competition where I'm at. So in the small 5 years I've been around, I'm seeing newer people, and that competitive drive in me, take it a little personal when you see somebody popping up, and then it just makes you want to be stronger and make sure everything I do is tighter, and that we're just separating ourselves from all these other guys that are just, fly by, night type of businesses. But that's really what keeps me, motivated.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, and thanks for joining us this evening. That's really awesome. So I wanted to just sort of sum up here, and you can kind of refer to my notes over here about motivation. So really, really great conversation and goals here. So for Zoelle, customers and money are a huge motivator. Michael, interaction with the customers and moving to the owner operator role and seeing happy kids, talking to the parents at pickup. Queda, the smiles on kids' faces, and when the kids actually show you emotion, that enthusiasm, you just can't find it anywhere else, which is really
Could be
awesome.
right here too.
With that, mute you really quickly. There we go. And then Shannen said, family, we work our butts off for other people, so why not family? I like that. Great saying there. Tariq enjoys the challenge, beating last year's numbers, getting involved in the community. That's a really awesome one. Hitting weekly numbers and goal setting. He also mentioned a temperature check that's weekly, and I think that's a great other conversation for a different roundtable. Would be great. Krissy, never wanting to give up, see where the business takes you. Adriano, kids and family, also Tariq and his business are a great motivator. Ashley, husband and wife startup, that we have quite a few husband and wife teams in here. What a great way to motivate one another and having a partner with that as well. Let's see. Michael shared a little bit about his rain check policy. That might be another good discussion, what our policies are and how we deal with refunds and things like that. That's a really good conversation to bring up. And then how do you keep reminding yourself to stay focused and motivated? Having those daily reminders posted, visible, and reminding yourself regularly on that is great. And then Colleen shared about being part of an organization and staying motivated. And then Cesar, growing every year and having that competitive drive, and that makes you stronger as a business owner, as a person, which is great. I like that healthy competition. Awesome. So that pretty much wraps up. There's going to be a lot of people coming in for the webinar. So I do hope everyone sticks around. It's going to be an awesome, awesome webinar this evening. And then if you are interested in attending the June 12th workshop with hopefully Adriano and some other members of the Bounce House community, then I am more than happy to send you over some information if you'd like to sign up for that. It is in Chicago on June 12th, so it is coming up pretty quickly here. So we'll go ahead and stop the live for now, and then